When the first contingent of elite Kenyan police officers landed in Haiti, they were met with cheers, hope, and a wave of optimism. Clad in helmets and combat gear, holding the Kenyan flag high, these 200 officers were seen as the much-needed force to restore peace in a country plagued by relentless gang violence. But now, 6 weeks later, the initial enthusiasm has turned into disillusionment. What went wrong? Why have the Kenyan police, once hailed as saviors, been unable to turn the tide against Haiti's notorious gangs? As the streets of Port-au-Prince remain under the shadow of gang rule, questions are mounting, and the pressure on the Kenyan mission is reaching the boiling point. Could it be that these well-trained officers have underestimated the complexity of Haiti's gang problem? Or are the gangs simply too powerful for any foreign force to control? The arrival of the Kenyan police in Haiti was nothing short of spectacular. On June 25, 2024, the first group of 200 elite officers touched down in Port-au-Prince. Their presence was meant to signal a turning point in Haiti's battle against gang violence. The Kenyan officers, equipped with advanced training and a reputation for discipline, were expected to bring much-needed support to Haiti's national police. Their deployment was a first step in a broader UN-mandated multinational mission aimed at restoring peace in Haiti, a country that had been gripped by gang-related violence for over 3 years. The Haitian government, media, and citizens welcomed the Kenyans with open arms, hoping they would be the answer to their prayers. Social media was flooded with messages of support. One post on Radio Independente FM's X account welcomed the Kenyans in Creole, saying, "Haiti is the country of all Africans. Since you are black, Haiti is your home. You Kenyan soldiers are at home and must be welcome to help fight these wasters, the gangs, that prevent us from living in our country." But as the weeks passed, the narrative began to change. Despite the high expectations, the Kenyan mission quickly ran into trouble. Critics pointed out that despite joint patrols with Haitian police and high-profile operations, the gangs had only tightened their grip on the capital's suburbs. Attacks on police stations became more frequent, and major highways of Port-au-Prince remained dangerous. Local media and social platforms became hotbeds of criticism. The initial praise was replaced by harsh words, with many accusing the Kenyan police of being ineffective and too slow to act. Some went as far as to label them as tourists rather than peacekeepers. One poignant criticism came from Ayibo Post, a local news outlet, which asked, "What are the Kenyans waiting for to act against the bandits?" This sentiment echoed across the country, with frustrated citizens demanding actions, not words, and calling for concrete results. The Kenyan mission also faced a significant challenge with their first casualty. On July 30, a Kenyan officer was shot in the shoulder during a skirmish with gang members. The incident highlighted the dangerous reality of the situation on the ground, where the gangs are heavily armed and highly organized. The failure to curb the gang violence in Haiti has had far-reaching consequences beyond the immediate security concerns. Haiti's political future is now at stake, with fears that the country may not see the election of a new president by the February 2026 deadline, as previously agreed in a political accord involving various parties and civil society groups. The ongoing violence and instability make it nearly impossible to hold elections, and the Kenyan police's inability to neutralize the gangs has only exacerbated the situation. The hope that their presence would bring about a sense of security and stability, paving the way for political progress, now seems increasingly remote. This has put additional pressure on the Kenyan contingent, as they are not only tasked with fighting gangs, but also with helping to create an environment where political processes can move forward. The stakes are incredibly high, and the world is watching closely to see if the Kenyan police can turn the tide. The gangs in Haiti are not just criminal organizations. They are well entrenched, with leaders who have become almost mythical figures in their communities. One of the most notorious of these is Jimmy Barbecue Sherizia, a former police officer turned gang leader. Just days after the Kenyan officers arrived, Sherizia posted a provocative video online leading his masked gang members in a war dance through his stronghold in Delma 6, chanting in Creole, "Here is Kenya, the Kenyans, bullet for them." This act of defiance was not just a taunt, it was a clear message that the gangs were not intimidated by the Kenyan presence. Other gang leaders like Wilson Lanmo Sanjus Joseph of the 400 Mawozo gang and the young gang chief Tibebe Bogoy also took to social media to mock both Haitian authorities and the Kenyan police, boasting of their continued attacks. These videos have only added to the frustration and fear among the Haitian population. The question on everyone's mind is whether the Kenyan police, despite their training and resolve, are equipped to deal with such a deeply rooted and emboldened enemy. In response to the growing criticism, the Kenyan police have attempted to assert their narrative. They launched their own X account, MSSM Haiti, to provide updates on the activities and to reassure the public of their commitment. The daily report from MSSM Haiti have highlighted their efforts, from receiving dignitaries to conducting human rights training and carrying out reassurance patrols. However, the optimistic tone of these reports has not resonated with many Haitians, who view them as overly positive and disconnected from the reality on the ground. Some have gone as far as to accuse the Kenyan police of spreading propaganda, further deepening the divide between the mission's public relations efforts and the lived experience of the Haitian people. Despite these challenges, Haiti's interim Prime Minister Gary Conille has continued to support the Kenyan mission. In an interview on BBC Hard Talk, he acknowledged the impatience of the Haitian people but emphasized the importance of the Kenyan officer's role. "We do need help, yet it is coming in too slow, and Haitians are growing impatient," he admitted. Conille also defended the deployment of Kenyan officers, despite criticisms of their heavy-handed tactics during recent anti-government riots in Kenya, stating that their respect for Haitians' laws and procedures have been commendable. The Kenyan police mission in Haiti was supposed to be a beacon of hope, a sign that the international community was stepping in to help a country in dire need. But as the weeks have passed, the hope has been overshadowed by the harsh reality of the situation on the ground. The gangs in Haiti are not just a security problem, they are a deeply rooted societal issue that cannot be easily solved by foreign intervention. The Kenyan police now find themselves at a crossroads. The pressure is on them to deliver results and to prove that their presence in Haiti is not just symbolic but impactful. The world is watching, and so are the people of Haiti, who are desperate for peace and stability. Will the Kenyan mission in Haiti be able to turn the tide against the gangs? Or will they become another footnote in the long and tragic history of Haiti's struggle with violence and instability? The answer to these questions will determine the future of Haiti and perhaps the legacy of Kenya's involvement in this troubled nation.